If the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Broadcasting from the Painful Excellence podcast. Until YouTube pulls their thong out there behind, I'll be here for the next maybe 4 days or so. Then we'll get back to business. I will upload the rest of my material that I did here all this week back on my other channel. So I'm not really losing anything. And that's all good. Got about 3 days left on that nonsense. But note to all the content creators, this is why it is imperative for you to have more than one channel. Let's do this roll call real quick because I'm gonna cook on this. There's been a lot of movement in the world of boxing. I mean, there's been so much movement that I haven't done any content on Bear Cave because the block got hot. I told y'all when the block gets hot, I'm gonna have to focus on what's going on. I didn't know it was gonna be this hot though. A lot of strange movement. And, you know, I always tell my subscribers, you know, boxing, I'm in like a horrible relationship with boxing. I'm like in an abusive relationship with boxing. Very abusive. Why don't you leave? Because she loved me. She only hit me in the mouth because she loved me. Nothing says you love me more than a punch in the jaw. That's boxing. And we're treated so awful. King the bad guy, Eric H. Saw me, B-Man in the building. Salute. If y'all missed his premiere this morning, go check that premiere. It's going to be a good fight with Benavidez and Vasquez. Jeff Spark in the building. Star City J. Robert Singleton. Amanaz, salute, sis. I've been dealing with so much as you have. But, sister, we're going to sit down and, work some stuff out, as far as what we spoke on via email. But I did not forget you, sis. I did not forget you. Mr. Shelton in the building. Ratchet since 91. King Bonnie in the building. What's good? Sam Mack, Jerry Alexander, TJ Love Sports, Main Biker, Jeremy, Hen Dog, Snacks B, Snoopy Mac, Todd Swindle. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. And what we're going to do is, again, we're going to point out the choices that I'm going to say fanatics. I understand the term fans, but you need to understand where that term fan comes from. It's short for what I deem as a bad word. Anwar Willis, salute. True Boxing Night, Jerome King, Dill Spoolie, salute. Let's Google the term that fan comes from. Okay. Fanatic. Fan is short for fanatic. It's a person filled with excessive and single-minded zeal, especially for an extreme religious or political cause. For those of you that don't know what zeal means, it's a form of energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like energy. Let's say a person who is extremely enthusiastic about and devoted to some interest or activity. So when you say you're a fan, We say, for example, Ryan Garcia fans. Listen, Ryan Garcia fans, all right? Guys that are enjoying, and I mean guys, men now, men. A person who is extremely enthusiastic about and devoted to some interest or activity. You know, voting, sports, racing, basketball, you know, boxers. Using the sentence, she's a real fanatic when it comes to working out. You understand? So that term fan, is short for fanatic. And I like to say I'm not a fanatic of no man. No, I'm not. But that's where that term comes from. That's why I don't like to use it. I understand a lot of people didn't know that. And salute to the chat. If I miss you, just know I love you. I'm just cooking right now. Salute to y'all. I'm not a fanatic of no man. You understand? BFTB in the building. Harvey M. Dill Spoolie, salute. There go my brother. If y'all just getting here, y'all just letting y'all know. My boxing channel. I got 3 more days in YouTube jail. And you know, because for years the clown's been dishing it out, and now all of a sudden, when we respond with equal foolishness, because I can say it's foolishness. The difference is I wasn't belligerent. I was just clowning. And all of a sudden they want to flag stuff and say, oh, it's violation of community standards. Well, that just means I have to be more creative in my attack, in my response, which will be an attack. Just remember, when I stoop to a level that can be deemed as immature, it's in response. I'm not Jesus. I never claimed to be. I'm not Dr. Martin Luther King. I'm not going to turn the other cheek so you can kick me in my other ass cheek. No. You slap me, I punch you in your mama. That's the type of time I'm on. I'm trying to end the war when you started with me. I say it again. I'm trying to end the war. Ain't gonna be no back and forth. I'm trying to end the war. Just keep that in mind. Because I got on this platform just to talk boxing, and somehow I create enemies. When I asked YouTube, I said, listen, this is what you guys allow to be done. What I did wasn't safe. And I told these fools, I said, here's what you do. Take my name, Drew Titan LLC, put it in the YouTube search bar, and just tell me what you see. And they were silent typing back for about 3 minutes. And then that's when I started getting robotic responses. Okay, so let's play the game. The catch some fireman shots at? You gonna see. You gonna see. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Shelton, I got you. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, they don't like it when you fight back. You know, like, you know what I call those other cultures? I call them stuntmen. Used to happen to me when I bounced at clubs all the time. That one other ethnicity, that one other culture, it's like, bro, you know, calm down. I think you had too many drinks. You know, maybe you need to go outside, get some air before you come back in. Get away from me, dude. What do you want, dude? It's like, bro, calm down. You all right? Just go out, get some air, come back, you know. Get away from me, dude. You want some? Come at me, bro. It's like, oh my God, you are 4'11", 104 pounds. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Come at me, bro. God damn. I will single-handedly use your whole small body as a battering ram to open the door and throw you into the street, which I've done a bunch of times. Dig? Stuntmen. And it's all good when we're not, for years, I've been telling cats, hey, man, just do your content. Don't respond to these people. We're talking boxing. Let them do whatever. Enough's enough, man. We have the right to defend ourselves. And as soon as we do that, they go, I'm telling. Well, now you're going to start crying. Remember, I always say, don't cry later. Don't cry later. I'm going to systematically, single-handedly drag all of our enemies. And I'm going to see what you're going to do. Nothing. Because I'm outside. Y'all already know I'm outside. Y'all seen pictures. I'm outside. I'm at the fights. I'm at the weigh-ins. I'm at the presses. When I decide to go, I'm there. Either these dudes don't go, or when they do go, they're wearing the Groucho Marx disguise. You know what I'm talking about when I say Groucho Marx disguise? The eyes and nose and mustache, the glasses. That's what cats have to wear when they outside. You know why? They go to the fights, they're scared. Oh shit, LDBC might be here. Yo, let me wear a hoodie. Like, it's 90 degrees outside. And one dude's wearing a fur coat and a hoodie with a fake pair of glasses, nose, and mustache. And here's the trick. Ain't nobody checking for y'all. So salute to the chat. Let's talk some boxing. Smash the like button, share the video. I normally don't talk boxing on my channel. This channel right here, I talk adult conversation and real life situations, and I discuss it with class. I'll be back here tonight discussing the art of de-escalation in a relationship. I was supposed to do it last night, but I was having some issues. So I'll be doing it this evening, about 12 hours from now. So salute to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all come back here tonight. You know what I mean? Have some adult talk. I'll just let you know what YouTube does. So anyway. Y'all, I swear to God, the dude really said, come at me, bro. I said, you serious? Come on, please stop. Stop. KBGJ, what up, man? Kyle the Face Stealer, Geo James. Shawa, salute, sis. Yeah, man. So anyway, the pictures you see here, and there's more fighters. You see the pictures. These fighters legitimately had mental issues. They currently can, at any point they could fall off the wagon and have mental issues. Hold on. This is why I don't oh yeah, please, that's Aminai's link. Please click on this link and go subscribe to our sister Aminai. She be cooking on her live stream. It's not a boxing channel, all right, but she's on that type of time. She discusses the atmosphere currently, and there's a lot to talk about. So please go subscribe to our sis. Absolutely. Appreciate that. Sister be cooking. So let's jump around a bit, man. I don't play when it comes to mental illness. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just gonna assume that a lot of us, we have that one cousin or, one relative that needs a pill or damn near needs to be committed. You know what I mean? If your relative don't take their medicine for about a week, they wander out the house and they go missing, and you find them just wandering in the street with no shirt on, and it's like 10 degrees outside. It's like, come on, bro. You know, mental illness is nothing to be played with. You understand? It's not cool. It's not cool. And when these athletes, you got to understand, people, to be an athlete, any of you who has competed in a sport, whether it be on like high school or collegiate level or a professional level, what I know is that there's a lot of your athletes are very sensitive people. I'm telling you right now they are. I'm telling you right now that they are. I've spoken to athletes. Some athletes I've spoken to, I'm not going to name drop. Some of them weren't even boxers, man. But it's like I've been in situations where I've been in an office, like an athletic office, and he's sitting there with a hat on, like he don't want to be recognized. And I look, I'm like, oh man, it's you. What's up, man? He's like, hey man, I'm trying to keep a low profile, Hey, and we just talking. And not to toot my own horn, but sometimes like when I walk into a place, I was going to physical therapy back in the day, and I'm athletic. And in one situation, the athlete said, "Hey man, you trying out, or man?" I'm like, nah, I'm past my prime. And I look, I'm like, oh shit, it's you. He's like, yeah, I'm here on the low, cause all right. And we just get to talking. We was in physical therapy together. And we just get to talking. And one thing I noticed was that this brother, we went from vaguely talking about the season in which he was injured to just basic life shit. And then I realized, these guys they're just normal guys. And then as we started talking, we didn't even talk about sports after that. We was talking about real life, and he was talking about how he had a girlfriend, and he didn't know. And I was telling him, yo, bro, you see the setup, right? You worth millions. What can I had to tell him, yo, bro, you worth millions. You were shout out the fool ass Earthman in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, bro. Man, salute, bro. Salute, man. Much love and appreciation. Fool ass Earthman.
You fool ass Earthman.
Salute, bro. So the brother, he started talking about just real life stuff, and he started talking about women, and I said, bro, listen, you worth a few mil, right? So, you could do without the head trip. Get a prize. And this was way before Kevin Samuels. I think this was a little before the internet popped off. I think this was a little before, this was before high-speed internet. Having a conversation with this athlete in a physical therapy place. And I said, man, you the prize, my man. You should be having no problem with no woman. What you talking about? Don't let her put on no head game, man. You're going to leave here and not get into your car, but you're going to be driven to your $1 million mansion from somewhere in West Bubble F. Come on, bro. My point is, I realized that he's a sensitive dude. He had a lot on his shoulders. He need to get well. He got to get back on the field, and he got to do this. He got to do that, and then the women. He got a lot on his mind, man. All while trying to keep a smile when the cameras are on him. The expectations of family, of friends. one false move and he feels he lets the world down. That's a lot to have on your shoulders, man. That's a lot. One torn Achilles, one, broken arm, and it could be over. And not so much, the fans. A lot of these athletes, they put their family on their back. They finally, man, I get to buy my parents that house they wanted, the cars they wanted. I get to put my sister through college, and and one torn ligament, well, it can end it. And a lot of these kids, they don't understand how money works. They don't understand, hey man, that first 50 million contract, I better get the best investments, because one bad season, even if you're number one draft pick and you just a complete bust. I mean, you could Sam Bowie out the league. If y'all old enough, y'all know what Sam Bowie is. Y'all know who he is. And no disrespect to him, but everyone knows. It's like, oh my God. They deal with a lot. So now imagine a boxer. All of that talking, and listen, when the lights are off and there's no internet and somebody take their phone and they're in their own thoughts, in the room with no internet, nothing. What do you think is on their mind? What do you think's on their mind? That's why, and I don't mean to get all spiritual with you. I know a lot of y'all might not be religious or anything like that. That's why you got to put God first. I don't want to get all religious on y'all. You got to put God first. You have to be self-aware. Once you are cool with yourself, once you understand, if you, and I don't remember, I'm not who you worship, God, Allah, Jehovah, that 8-armed elephant, Buddha. Once you are one with God, once you understand that, nothing else really matters. Once you have knowledge of yourself, once you just dump your insecurities, you will have armor around you that you will never, ever have deemed possible. And that's why a lot of these athletes are insecure. This is why, listen, man, a lot of y'all think I'm dumping on RYAN GARCIA, and I am, but I need you to understand something. I'm more disappointed in the fanatics that are following this kid. He wouldn't be doing this if everybody just fell back and said, Ryan, what the F are you doing, man? And he's also playing with Christ's name. You don't do things like that. All these athletes are insecure. Why do you think I put these faces here? And there's other faces I could have put up here. There's other faces I could have put up here. And I'm gonna make an example before the and it might be educational to some, because this is not funny. This is not funny. It's actually sad. It's actually sad. So I wanted to go through some things. The first person I want to talk about was Jermaine Taylor. Now, insecurities could lead to a mental breakdown. Sometimes, you see, everything today, they develop a pill to fix things. Oh, you feeling down? Take this pill. Are you too hyperactive? Take this pill to calm down. In my day, calm down came in the form of an ass whooping, and I calmed down. I see kids today in the grocery store running around, knocking shit over, acting up, and the parent just walking around calm. No. No. I got the lecture before we walked into any store when I was a kid. My parents looked at me and said, you know what? You walking in here, you act out, you know what time it is. And I stood still. If I even looked somewhere, my parents would look at me like, yo, you better not. Yeah, and that's how you fix it. But they give these little mofos a 1-800 number, and they'll take your kids and lock your ass up for disciplining your child. This is why society looks so messed up now. Just a little bit of pep talk. Thomas was good. Now, that's why society's messed up. There was no ass whoopings. But whatever, man. Shout out to the government. So you look at a guy like Jermaine Taylor. His mental breakdown, he needed medication, bro. But I remember after his loss, his first loss, his first loss was against Kelly Pavlik. And he was undisputed at 160. He stopped the win streak of Bernard Hopkins. It was a really great win. And I had high expectations of Jermaine Taylor. He was very skillful. He was tough. He kind of reminded me of the Charlos with his attitude. He started to talk more. I mean, think about what I just said. He had an attitude very similar to Jamal Charlo right down there. Matter of fact, if the Charlos did fusion from Dragon Ball, they'd make Jermaine Taylor. I say that jokingly, but I'm not. And yeah, TD, and that's just what happened. He almost had Pavlik out of there. He knocked him down and everything. Kelly came back and hurt him, and he never recouped, and he stopped him. It's a tough fight for him. Now, Jermaine was on top of the world, man. And he lost. George, what up? And he lost. And, you know, that hurt me. I said, damn, bro. But Kelly did his thing, man. Kelly did his thing. And you had to tip your hat to Kelly. Kelly beat him twice. And that's, you know, look, man, he ran into a guy fairly early when he was just taking off. He ran into a guy fairly early that had his number, man. Things like that happen, man. You know, you like to see fighters run into their kryptonite after maybe a 2-3 year reign, but in Taylor's career, it happened fairly fast, and Kelly Pavlik just simply had his number. That just happens, man. And I remember them doing an interview. He's from Arkansas. He's from Little Rock, and Little Rock was a ish hole, man. And I remember him talking about, they were doing an interview and they were trying to talk to him about boxing, and he kept talking about his block. And he was like, yeah, man, you know, I thought people were cool with me and they clowned me after I lost, so I told them don't lose my number. Don't ever. And these are people I grew up with. And I'm like, ooh, he's going through that. He's going through that. He's going through that. Okay. All right, well, don't talk to them. Then I saw him in another interview. They talking boxing and strategy, and he still talking about his block. And I'm like, uh-oh, he got to stop talking about the block. And, you know, he was doing some good things. And damn it, he was in that Super 6, and he ran into Arthur Abraham, and that was one of the worst knockouts I ever seen in my life, man. Y'all remember that? Y'all, I don't want to play it, man. It was bad, man. And he was winning that fight. He was winning that fight against Arthur Abraham. And Arthur just caught him. The last round, man. And he was stiff. His hands was in the air. I said, oh, shit. Damn it. Oh, yeah, the Carl Froch stoppage. That was bad. He was winning that fight, too. And you know what? I think the Carl Froch loss, that was the one that really, like, sent him in a spiral. Oh, you say he was losing to the cause of Abraham? I thought he was winning. I go back and watch it again. But that stoppage was like ridiculous. And Arthur could punch. But the way Jermaine hit the ground and his hands was in the air, that was some scary stuff, man. That was some scary stuff. And I said, you know what? I don't like that, man. I hope he's okay. And then the circus started. He's walking around with guns, allegedly, and he grew his hair out. I heard he was walking around his neighborhood with blazers on and 90-degree weather. I was just hearing all this weird stuff. He had blood on the brain. Now, here's my question. When was the last time you heard about Jermaine Taylor? You haven't. Is anybody checking on him? I asked about him. I tried to reach out to people that like would know what he's doing. I don't know if he's institutionalized. I don't know. I'm genuinely concerned about the brother. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing. I hope he's okay. But I do remember when the news started coming out, I remember he had a mugshot. 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 When I do that for a reason. Had a mugshot. And the mugshot. Oh, he's all right, George? Good to hear. I don't want him anywhere near a gym or a boxing ring. That part of his life is over. I hope he's had someone around him that helped him out with his money. Man. But he looked bugged out in his mugshot. I said, man, please, bro. But I remember people clowning him. And nobody even asked about him anymore. Threw him out. Let's go over to Mike Tyson, Kid Dynamite. This kid was the 80s hero. He was young and he was tough, man. He had that high-pitched voice, but he'd get in there and beat the crap out of you, man. This kid was on top of the world. Video games and like, not my age. I got an older brother, man. My brother's group, they identify with Mike Tyson because, he's closer to his age. You know what I'm saying? That Trevor Burbick knockout. Yes, rest in power to Jerry West, man. And thank you, George, for that information, because I had no idea how to even, contact Jermaine Taylor and, And we all know the story of Mike Tyson. He's still around. But there was one point where he became America's favorite train wreck. And what do you hear people say all the time? Oh, when you got away from Costamato and started hanging around Don King, it was downhill from there. Don't blame it all on Don King. Because at the end of the day, Mike Tyson was an adult. He made choices. He's an adult. Was he misguided? Yeah. But he chose a route. But my point is, there was something wrong with him too. I remember watching him in leading up to an amateur fight, and this is on video. And he burst into tears. I'm like, Tyson, everyone loves me. Everyone's supposed to love me. I'm Mike Tyson. I said, what is he crying for? What's wrong with him? You know why? He's a tough dude, but these dudes are sensitive. Mike Tyson was those dudes that you could roast him in the lunchroom, but God damn it, you better run your ass away, because he couldn't take it. He couldn't laugh it off. He'll jump up and start kicking your ass around the lunchroom. You can actually talk to him and get him out of his game. Let me make a lateral move to John Starks, New York Knicks. He became a New York hero for a period of time because 1993, Bulls versus Knicks, conference finals. The Knicks had home court advantage. That Knicks team was the most scariest Knicks team ever. If there was no Chicago Bulls in the 90s, the Knicks would have went to the finals. I don't know if they would have won, but they would have went to the finals at least 3 times. But they ran into the Bulls and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. This is the first running of the Bulls, not the second, the first. And John Starks had a breakout game against Michael Jordan. He couldn't miss. He was in the zone. I remember that because that's the same day. No, that wasn't. Yeah, that was that game 1 or 2. But I went to go see Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, that same day. And I ran home to watch that game. And John Starks lit Michael Jordan up. He could not miss. He's jumping in the air and doing fadeaway threes. He was in the zone. He don't play like that all the time. But you heard what I said. He was in the zone, right? He was a zone player. When he was on, he would light you up. What do we know about John Starks? What do we know? He was an emotional player. And you can talk him out of his game. How did we find that out? I mean, Michael Jordan came back and he lit John up for 53 points when they went back to Chicago. But what did we learn? Auntie Jenny in the building, salute. Go subscribe to our Auntie Jenny. Auntie, put your link in the chat, please. What did we learn about John Starks? We found out the next season when he ran into Reggie Miller. Right on time, Rod, exactly. When he ran into Reggie Miller just talked him out of his game. I said, oh, he's an emotional dude. Oh, this is going to be easy. And he would trash talk John out of his game. John threw a Chris Benoit headbutt at him. A JYD, Junkyard Dog headbutt at him. And Reggie said, oh, they threw him out the game. And Patrick Ewing was like, yo, what the F are you doing? Y'all remember that? Condo, my brother, salute. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, Abel, you're right. He had difficult upbringings, and John Starks had to fight to get to where he was. And when you have to fight to get to where you are, you're very emotional. But you got to keep those emotions under control. Go subscribe to Auntie Jenny. Show her some love. She also be cooking. That's our auntie from the UK. Go subscribe to Auntie Jenny. Man, John Starks was a hell of a player, but you could talk this dude out of his game because he was emotional. This dude was emotional. You remember Burning Mad Max? You know why they call him Mad Max? He was an emotional player. You could get these guys out of their game. Gary Payton would talk you out your game. He knew who to do it to. There's certain players you did it to. There's certain players you didn't do it to. You talk to Michael Jordan, he'd be quiet, like, okay. Next thing you know, he got 64 on your ass. He's like, you still talking? Yeah, exactly. It's vice versa for other people. But back to boxing. Stay dangerous. Salute. Mike Tyson broke down before that amateur fight. The clip got to be on YouTube, but I remember seeing that. I'm like, what's wrong with him? Why is he crying? And then he got on and fought dude and lit dude up, of course. But he really had a problem. He really had a problem. Speaking of crime, Oliver McCall, look at the picture. Y'all remember that? That's legendary. You're trying to figure out, okay, what is happening here? It was bizarre. That man legitimately had, and by the way, Oliver McCall was Mike Tyson. I believe he was his chief sparring partner. Knocks out Lennox Lewis, fights him what? Stormy, when did he fight Lewis in the rematch? It was like a year later? Or a couple of fights later? Yeah, Stay Dangerous. My other channel, I'm in YouTube jail. I'll be back there next week. And I'm going to upload these back over there. Yeah, I'll be here for the rest of the week. You know, but it's all good. We here. Oliver McCall had a nervous breakdown in the ring, y'all. And it was the craziest thing. You said 96, 97. Yeah. I forget the exact year. But we all know this. And we was like, what's going on? Lewis was like, what's he doing? And he started crying in the ring. We was like, what is going on? They had to stop the fight. He wasn't getting beat up bad no. He just stopped and started crying. Y'all can YouTube it. He was like, what's wrong with him? They referred to it as bizarre. Then you find out he had mental issues. I said, oh man, okay. Don't know what happened to him, but he needed medication. Needed medication, man. Yeah, Brian Morrison, this is the backup channel. I don't normally talk boxing here. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on, I'm reading what you're saying. You said solid channel. I guess this is the backup. You see, I do know what's going on in the Wilder camp, considering what transpired that same day. I don't have to be friends with that fool Tay Jones. If you would like to debate, do not have me blocked. Well, sorry. You're blocked here too now. Tay's my brother. You do not insult my brother. So get the fuck out of here and goodbye. And that's how we handle that. You don't insult my brother. You don't insult my brother. And you would never say that to his face because he'll punch you in your goddamn eye. And when you hold that eye as it's swollen, you'll ask why you do that and he'll hit you in the other one. And then he'll punch you in the mouth and you'll be looking like Adrian Broner in this picture. So, goodbye. You don't insult my family. I don't know who the fuck he thought this was. What? Let me pause there for a second. Let me be very clear with what's going on with that. And I'm glad he showed up because now I remember who that was. Let me explain something to you. If I consider you family, you a family. You're not going to come in and tell me you got a problem with my damn brother and think I'm going to let you live over here. Like we're going to have a friendly discussion. No, we're not friends. If you're blocked on my family's channel, you're blocked over here. No, end of. Now, you see what he just did? Now, who would I be to say, okay, well, we could talk about the Wilder camp. No. If he got a problem with you, I got a problem with you. Unless he tells me, yo, look, what we got going on is personal. But Tay don't even fucking know you. You talking about you got somebody in the Wilder camp, you got an ear to the ground in the Wilder camp. And then you gonna call him a fool? And then you want to debate me? No. There's no discussion. You here a whole week later and you still on that? There's nothing to discuss. Why are you on Wilder's dick? I'm not even talking about Deontay. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? This is what I'm talking about. Unwarranted. Am I talking about, did I mention Deontay? But you know what? It's a good time to mention him now. You know why? With all that's going on, with the people you see right here, you see the difference between mentally strong people and people that are great athletically, but they're mentally weak. Deontay Wilder's not mentally weak. He was fighting Tyson Fury, the mob, the Irish mob, the Kinahan cartel, the machine of boxing, racist fans, fair weather fans that Jermaine Taylor had to deal with. Guys like that. He had to deal with that. All he did was smile. And he's a son of a preacher, right? He smiles and he trains and he does the best he can. With all of that weight on his shoulders, he stays smiling. He don't need a pill. He's fine. He has faith in God. Look at Devin Haney. He has faith in Allah. You can't shake that kid. Ryan Garcia won, and look at what he's going through. Look at what he's doing. Is he behaving like a winner? Devin Haney's supposed to be the one tearing up rooms and acting out. Ryan won. What is he doing? But I'll get back to that in a second. Oliver McCall had a nervous breakdown in the ring. Yeah, Brian, you watching? Take your ass to BFTB and debate him over there. I don't do that shit here with haters. Because he's a fucking hater. You got a mole in the Wilder camp. I'm on here talking about Ryan Garcia. He's a hater and he's a detractor. And now I'm going to make sure, I'm going to make absolutely sure that mole that you allegedly have in that camp, he's going to get flushed out. If you're even telling the truth. I got an ear to the ground in the Wilder camp. I got Tay Jones on speed dial. What the fuck is, man, get out of here, dude. Anyway, Oliver McCall had a legit situation in the ring, and we all saw it. He needs medication. Jermaine Taylor needed medication. Mike Tyson started smoking a ton of weed. They made it legal, but he needed to calm down. Bad influence, fugazi upbringing. Boxing was his outlet. He was great at it. But I still think that the brother needed something extra. Some people do need medication. Some people just need guidance. Now let's go to Jamal Charlo. That's Jamal. I know they're twins, Jamel and Jamal, but this is Jamal Charlo. He's crying on camera. Y'all saw it. I'm like, uh-oh. You know what? Once you start doing that, take the gloves off, man. Take the gloves off. Fix what's going on in your brain first. And to be very honest, once I see an athlete doing that, I don't want to see him in the ring anymore. I don't. There's clearly something wrong with him. Then they start getting in trouble with the law, just like Jermaine Taylor. You made money. Hopefully you made some good investments. Open a gym, Lions Den Gym, or Lions in the Camp, or whatever. Stay out the ring. Take your medicine. Stay in shape. You know, start a foundation for athletes that have mental disorders. You understand what it is to have a mental disorder. You understand depression. You have money. You have women. You have all of this stuff, and you're not happy. You understand? That's how you also give back. And don't make it exclusive to boxers. Athletes are sensitive people. Listen, y'all, I tell the story all the time. When I was in Vegas for Spence versus Crawford, that picture I took with Joe Joyce. Let me see if I can upload it. Boy, let me see. I'll put this back. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Nope, that's October 15th. No, that's not it. Nope. Give me 1 second, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen. Sham it. I gotta organize all my stuff a lot better. I'm sorry. Okay, this is it. I got it. Give me 1 second. And I like Joe Joyce, man. He's a wonderful spirit, man. He's a wonderful spirit. Now, this picture right here, me and the Juggernaut. I'm trying not to laugh because this fool, I said, Joe, can we get a stare down? He said, sure. So I do the stare down. You know what he's doing there? First of all, he's smiling at me. He starts crossing his eyes. I said, oh my God. He's a fun dude, man. He's funny as hell, man. And I'm cracking up, trying not to laugh. I dapped it up, man. I have video. I didn't upload it because there's no need to. But this is before the Zhang rematch. And I'm telling him, I said, bro, I know you fought the wrong fight. You can't outbox the guy, but I told Joyce, I said, yo, you could turn that around. You just need to just touch him, knock him off balance. Don't give him time to adjust. Hit him in the arm, hit him in the shoulders. I said, yeah, I think you can even this up. And he was like, really? Yeah, you think so? He was listening to me, and he was really interested in what I had to say. Because I was letting him know, yo, bro, I got faith in you. I don't have any, ill will towards pretty much, well, y'all know who I don't like. Y'all know. But this guy is such a kind spirit. And after this meeting with him, to see how he lost to Zhang in the rematch, I was like, damn it. I did do a short. I did do a short about it, but it was more because I ain't got no ill will towards Zhang either. The short wasn't to clown Joyce, but I was talking up Zhang. He won. It is what it is. But I said, damn. But my point is, this gentleman right here, these athletes like to hear what the supporters of the sport have to say. And when it's when they hear people have faith in them, it does the world for them. A lot of these athletes are very sensitive, man. And Joe Joyce is he's a kind spirit, man. He's a very kind spirit. He's a dangerous brother, though, man. That guy's fist is big. He's a big dude. I'm 6'2". He's a big dude, man. He's a very kind. And salute to the brother with the hat back there. I see him a lot. I don't know his name, but he's I think he's British too. He deals with the UK fighters. I don't know his name, but he was cool. He was mad cool. But Joe Joyce is a good dude, man. And man, yeah, Shaba, you yeah, I know, yeah, you love yourself some Anthony Yard, man. Yeah, I get it. He's what the ladies call a looker. He's a looker, Anthony Yard. And salute to that brother too, man. Yo, listen, Shawa, I follow him on Instagram. That brother could jump some rope. I could pick up some pointers from him, man. I like to jump rope. But he was doing some shit. I was like, yo, he's nice with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, man. When you establish a relationship with a fighter, it hits different when you see them in the ring and they don't do so well. Man. That hurt, man. So, Joe Joyce is a good dude, but I noticed when I was talking to him, he was like, really? Yeah, you think so? I said, yeah, Joe, you just don't aim for his head, just touch him, knock him off balance, make him frustrated. And he was like, we was engaging in a dialogue, but everyone started to swarm him and wanted to take pictures. And, I dapped it up with him and, because he's a bit of a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? So, but when I walked away from that conversation, I was like, yeah, these athletes, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful form. These athletes, when you do talk to them, they could turn into teenagers looking for guidance. You understand what I just said? And Stormy knows this because he's a coach. They could turn into, I don't want to say children because that sounds too disrespectful. They could turn into teenagers looking for guidance. You understand? And I wasn't talking to him like, oh, yo, you know what I mean? Whatever. I was like, yeah, you know what? I think in that rematch, you made some mistakes. That's obvious. But, I think if you just touch him, knock him off balance, just touch him. Don't try and box him because that's not your thing. Just touch him and get him off his game. So later in the fight, he'll start doing things out of the normal. And that's when you catch him. And he was like, really? Yeah? You think so? I was like, yeah. I said, I'm no coach. I'm just going off of what I saw in the first fight. Zhang is there to get hit. You just got to set him up, you know, and we was engaging. And I really would like to have seen where that conversation would have gone if he would have get swarmed. But man, and right there, and that was just like a little 5-minute interaction with him. I said, man, he's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. And, you know, I felt bad to see what happened because that was the wrong game plan. Me and Stormy talk about that. I said, man, what is he trying to do, trying to box this guy? He's not fast enough to counter. He can't pull counter. That's not his game. What the sensei said was he's supposed to go in there and jump on him. Now he's big like that. He's big like that. He should have went out there and jumped on him and tried to maul him. That's what Joe Joyce was supposed to do. You know, hey man, but damn. So back to Jamal Charlo. Once I seen this brother crying in that interview, I said, no. You don't want this guy anywhere near a ring. Now he has had a fight since then, but you know, he's getting DUIs and shit. No, it's over. It's over. Keep him out of the ring. Save him from himself. It's over with. It's over with. The Charlo era is gone. You know, his brother, you know, I thought he beat a woman. Then come to find out it was his girl's friend that's a transformer. I mean, this is a real story I'm telling y'all. So his twin brother Jamel, I did a whole live on this podcast, the Painful Lessons podcast. I'm like, did he beat a chick? What's wrong with him? Then the news came out, it wasn't a chick. And then I had to do a follow-up live and say, I think we owe him an apology. It wasn't a chick, it was a transformer. I was like, oh my God, what's happening over there? What's going on over there? What's going on in Texas where they from? What's going on? So I gave him a big old apology. I said, you know what, at this point, and then the Canelo fight with Mel Charlo, and now all of a sudden, after Jamal is crying and having a fit on camera, now Canelo wants to fight him. Oh yeah, now he wants to fight him. No, this guy's not right. Sit your ass down. Let's go to Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. Damn it, Stormy. God damn.
Whoa!
What?
He's fighting Optimus Prime. Stop! Stop it. Stop it. This is serious. Stop it. That'll be the only joke told today. Snoop said he beat up a transmission. God damn it. Stop it. This is serious. We're having a serious conversation. Seriously. So Shannon Briggs, we all know his story. Again, he's a big guy. You know, he was a major player in heavyweight division. You know, I was rooting for him because he's from my city. He's from Brooklyn. And, you know, it didn't pan out like we have hoped. And what I just said was, you know, he had a crazy upbringing. It wasn't like conventional, but he persevered and he went pro. He had some ups and he had some downs, and it affected him. And he went into a depression. He had to get a conventional job. He ballooned up to like 400 pounds, you know, and it was just bad, man. And it affected him. Tay, how are you? And correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he say he was suicidal at one point? Didn't he say that? I don't recall. But he had a moment where he just said, yo, listen, I got to get myself back, man. You know, I'm unhealthy, and you know, y'all gonna stop talking about Transformers in my chat right now. Stop it. Stop. Y'all better stop. And that's where the Let's Go champ came from, because he had to really like root for himself. He had to root for himself, and he got himself back in shape. And if he couldn't find how could I say? If he couldn't find the fame inside the ring, the least he could do is share his story to motivate others, and that's what he's done. He did fight in the ring a couple of times. I know he was trolling David Haye, which was funny as hell. He was trolling. Listen, man, when he trolled Vladimir Klitschko, damn it. When Vladimir was on that surfboard, and this dude jumped in that boat and went into the middle of that lake and circled them, and pretty much the waves knocked Vladimir in the water. And Vladimir was like, "No, you've crossed the line." And I was like, "Oh my God, man!" I was like, "Are they in on this? Are they doing this? Are they doing this on purpose?" Or no? But Shannon was just trolling this dude wherever he was in the world. Vladimir could be in Italy at a restaurant that's just like a shack, only 2 seats in there, and here comes Shannon. "Let's go, champ." It's like, how did you even find me? How do you know where I'm at? God damn. He put a Briggs beacon on his shorts. Like how Batman got that little thing he'll throw on you and he can find you anywhere in the world. Shannon had one of those. It's like, yo, I'm all the way in Italy in a restaurant that's literally carved outside of a cave. There's only seats for 4 people. How did this nigga find me? You about to eat your spaghetti. Here comes Shannon. "Let's go, champ." It's like, oh my God, you again. He was trolling him. Never got the fight. And he was trolling. It was funny. It was funny. Poured water on his head, man. That was hilarious. And then the boat incident was, man. The boat incident had me in tears, bro. The David Haye trolling was funny because, man, I mean, shit, man, Vladimir had some bad luck with trolls, hasn't he? Well, at least he fought David Haye, and David Haye got in there and laid an egg. But David Haye was running up on Vladimir too. And then when Shannon was running up on David Haye didn't know what to do. Now, David should have fought him. Yeah, Vitaly almost, he almost destroyed Shannon. Man, David should have fought him, but he didn't. Shannon Briggs was running around the UK with no shirt on outside David Haye window. "Let's go, champ. Come outside, champ. Let's go." Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. But Shannon went through a legitimate depression. It was legitimate, and he talks about it. Let's go to Adrian Broner. We all know, that's a recent picture, by the way. Blair Flair knocked his tooth out. We all know what this dude went through. You watch that fight. Let me be very clear. Broner 10 years ago mops the floor with Blair Flair. Blair Flair don't last 2 or 3 rounds with AB from 10 years ago. This AB that I saw, he looked in shape. It was AB, but it wasn't AB. AB needed to go sit down. Like, just don't move, bro. Just don't move, bro. Just chill. Train some kids, mentor some kids. Wing some fighters, let them know how much of a dirtbag game this is, and tell them not to be you and do what you do. AB was too worried about being a celebrity to the point where he had such natural ability in the gym that he didn't think he needed to do the work to be who he needed to be. Boxing is what made you famous, good brother. Not rapping on stage. I didn't care for that. Ballooning up and down the weight. Y'all seen AB's father? When he stops fighting, watch how he balloons up. He already gets fat. You seen his father? His father's obese. When AB hangs it up, he's going to be looking like, Barry White. Don't talk. Just listen. Looking ass. Secret garden. Looking ass. Y'all going to see. Yeah, Stormy, you're right. Montana Love. Telling you, man. AB, he needs to tell these young fighters what a scumbag game it is and point out the mistakes he made and how he's still young. So while you got some money and people know who you are, you need to be mentoring these kids. You know the game. Teach them how to check gloves. Teach them how to teach them who to look up to. Explain to them what happened with you and Floyd. This is why I don't deal with Floyd anymore. This is what he did. Tell them. You got a name now. Do something with it. So now, AB had legitimate issues. Didn't he almost kill himself with alcohol? See, when you're doing things like that, I look past the rap career. I look at the poor performances in the ring. I look at his failed relationship with Floyd Mayweather. You understand? I look at how he attacked Alicia Baumgartner verbally. And then I look at his last ring performance. It's upsetting. And yeah, Phenomenal Mexican. I remember that like it was yesterday. This is just bad business. So all of these fighters on the left side, they had legitimate issues. Then I go to RYAN GARCIA. I think he's legitimately out of his mind. But the unconditional love, let's just say this. Now here's where the racial aspect comes in at it. On the outside looking in, what's the more acceptable face? What face would you like to help more? No, not you per se. What face do you think gets more leeway when they do fuck shit in society? Would it be RYAN GARCIA or Jermaine Taylor? Look at this shit. Jermaine Taylor, Mike Tyson, those look like mugshots. Yes, they do. Yes. I know how they see us. I know what it's not. Now, speaking of mugshots, Healer has been on the bumper of Beverly Hills PD. Healer has been on the bumper. I've been texting him. He's been texting me. He sent them an email asking, because, by the way, y'all, this is not RYAN GARCIA's mugshot. This is Photoshop. Come to find out. This is not the mugshot. This is just something they put on the internet. It's not a mugshot. So Healer asked for a mugshot. And they told him basically how I interpreted the response is you have to request it. And in a nutshell, I believe you have to pay for it. Wait a minute. Let me pull up the actual text. Let me tell you what they said. Because it's supposed to be public record. Healer asked him, I'm gonna read to you what he said. He said he's speaking to a Lieutenant Myers, as in Michael Myers. Lieutenant Myers, in the state of California, mugshots are public records, and there is a very big public demand for the release of the said records. I fully respect that you do not release mugshot, and personally, I don't need them. However, I'm just going to be direct with you. There is a growing sentiment in the boxing community that the police only release the mugshot of black fighters. It's true. It's hard to deny this, as RYAN GARCIA, contemporaries Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, Errol Spence, all have their mugshots in public. Davis and Garcia just fought last year. In fact, I've witnessed departments contact media members to volunteer body cam footage and arrest records, which they did. I have the Tank Davis body cam video when his wife, his baby mama, lied on him and tried to get him killed. While I do not believe this to be true by refusing to release the said photos in the face of the public demand, you make it true that the police only released the mugshot of black fighters. So, what are the appropriate channels to obtain these records? And this is after they said, unfortunately, we do not release the booking photos. Listen, when Errol flipped his car and then got well, he had to go turn himself in because he was driving around intoxicated, which is a crime. And he did so, and we saw those mugshots that week after he did it. Now, in the follow-up, I think they said the media has to ask for it or request it, or like they pay for it. Let me see something. Because I asked Healer, I said, was Sergey Kovalev's situation in California? Was it, y'all? I think it was. Let me see. Public records request. In accordance with the California Public Records Act and Government Code of 625, whatever the block, right? The city of Beverly Hills provides access to public records except those exempt from disclosure by law. Except those exempt from disclosure by law. Except those exempt from disclosure by law. When I do that, I do that for a reason. Pursuant to the act, the city has 10 days from the receipt of the request to determine whether the request in a whole or in part seek copies of the disclosure public records in the city's possession and to notify the requester of that determination. So you have to request it. In unusual circumstances, the 10-day time limit may be extended to up to 14 days by written notice to the requester, setting forth the records will be made available as promptly as is reasonably practicable. A request for a copy of the identifiable public record must be accompanied by payment of fees to cover the direct cost of duplication before copies are released. Fees to cover the direct cost of duplication will be charged in accordance with the city's scheduled fees. And they have a request form here. So basically, you have to pay for it. They don't forward it, you have to pay for it. So, are they saying that TMZ pays for this stuff? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to call them today. And I'm going to ask how much. I'm just going to ask them how much for those records. And if it's depending on who it is, maybe RYAN GARCIA's team says, you know what? Put the price out of reach. If they want this, say we'll give it to you for like $50,000. Ain't nobody paying that. Maybe a big group like TMZ will, because they'll get it back in taxes. But that's out of reach for a guy like me. That's half of my salary. So nobody requested, so these media outlets, nobody requested Sergey Kovalev's mugshot. Nobody requested, wasn't Oscar De La Hoya arrested? But Shakur Stevenson, who was nowhere near the celebrity when he went through his hardship. Yes, I'm calling it a hardship. Right? Nobody requested that, right? Strange. They ain't request that. That's weird, ain't it? Awesome. Nobody requested it. So they put it out of reach. But I'm going to find out. NBA D-Nice, salute. Big G, what up? Thank you guys for showing up. This is when I'll be talking boxing for the next maybe 3 or 4 days. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? You know what I mean? Because I'm in YouTube jail. That's all right. I ain't losing nothing. So yeah, they put it out of reach. Ain't that something? I want to know where the mugshot is. But here's the bigger thing. I've seen people saying after his last fiasco, pray for RYAN GARCIA. Well, where the fuck was y'all prayers for Jermaine Taylor, Mike Tyson, Oliver McCall, Jamal Charlo, Shannon Briggs, Adrian Broner? Where was your prayers for him? Or any of those brothers? When AB almost killed himself, there was no prayers for him. I seen people saying good for him. He should know better. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. I was like, what is going on here? They make fun of Oliver McCall. Oh, the guy who cried in the ring, ha, ha, ha. Oh, Jermaine Taylor, ha, ha, ha. You saw that mugshot, ha, ha, ha. Right? Jamal Charlo's mugshot, did they have to pay for it? Does it go by state? I need to investigate this further. Clowning AB because he's a clown, but you clown him? It's pray for RYAN GARCIA. And this ain't even his real mugshot. But you got to pray for this guy with all his fiascos. And tried to kill somebody in the boxing ring. It's pray for him. Right? Pray for him. Pray for him. But the rest of these black men, nah, I don't pray for them. These men on the left legitimately needed some therapy, and some of them needed some medication. McCall, I think he needs some meds. Jamal, I think he needed some meds. Mike Tyson needed some meds. Jermaine Taylor needed some meds. Shannon Briggs needed some meds. And AB definitely needed some meds. Did he get them? I don't know. These guys legitimately needed help. And they weren't extended the same courtesy. You hear me say that a lot. We never get that same courtesy. Pray for RYAN, but these other brothers get clowned and disregarded. Now, do I think RYAN needs medication? Yes. But you want to know why? And I'm talking to the fans. You guys need to be consistent. This is the hurt business. These athletes are already sensitive, whether you know it or not. These guys are killers in the ring. But when they get killed in the ring, the people that abandon them is phenomenal. Sergio Martinez said when he beat Paul Williams, his phone was blowing up. They were calling him, they were calling his mama. When he beat Chavez Jr., he almost blew it in the end. But his phone was blowing up. They was calling him, they was calling his mama. When he lost to Miguel Cotto, the only person that called him was his mama. You understand? You understand? So it's pray for RYAN GARCIA. Pray for RYAN GARCIA. But look at who you disregarded. And you use mental illness as an excuse to disregard what RYAN GARCIA's gone through. My brother iRock in that super chat. Salute to you, brother. He said salute and respect, OG. Let him have it and keep dropping facts. I'm on the job, good brother. Do me a favor, brother. Post your GoFundMe so I can pin it. And we'll get to that in a second. But let me be very clear. Y'all like playing with mental illness? Y'all know who this is? Uh-oh. Shit just got real. Y'all know who this is? Do y'all know who this is? Let's talk about mental illness now. Go ahead, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is Edwin Valero. This is the worst thing that I've heard in boxing. Well, one of the worst things. Who doesn't know what this man did? Let me bring y'all up to speed. This fella was en route to do big things. Watching him was like watching a slightly smaller version of Manny Pacquiao. Well, a bigger version, depending on, what weight. This guy was a tornado. This guy was damn good. He was an absolute dog. Caught my eye. I said, man, this dude's dangerous. Oscar De La Hoya threw his ass out of the camp. Because I think when Oscar was training for Shane Mosley, am I right on that? I forget which one. But he beat the shit out of Oscar in sparring and gave him a black eye. And they put his ass out the camp. He fucked Oscar up, man. It may have been before the Manny fight. It may have been that. Man, this dude, fun to watch in the ring. And then one day, saw the news. This dude deleted his girlfriend, or was that his wife? Yeah, he was a southpaw. Man, I think all of his fights were knockouts. And yeah, he killed his wife. And went to jail, and he allegedly deleted himself. I don't think that's what happened. That's just me. That's just me. I don't think look, man, I don't look, that's just me. And we on the topic of that. Y'all remember Felix Verdejo? Y'all remember him? The Olympic dude? Y'all remember that? That's just a sidebar. He deleted his side chick because she got pregnant with his kid and she was keeping the baby, and he deleted her. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, Gaddy ain't. How do you choke yourself to death? That don't make no sense. But whatever, man. There's no way you can choke yourself to death. There's whatever, man. Now, I don't know why this dude deleted his wife. The story's like not clear. But there's something wrong with this dude. There was clearly something wrong with him. I don't know why he did that. But there's something wrong with him. Yeah, but that was a scumbag, bro. He's a scumbag, bro. He was a scumbag. That was just a sidebar. That guy's a scumbag. I remember that. That was just last year. But this dude right here, My God. Edwin was effing crazy. He was crazy. He was crazy. I don't trust people. Let me be very clear. And I used to say this as a joke, but there's some science behind that. I don't really like people when I can see their entire pupil. When their eyes are always wide open, it looks like they're always excited. It's like, yo, what's wrong with you? What's going on? Nothing's happening. Why are your eyes out your head? That's why I don't trust Showbiz, the grown adolescent. That's why I don't listen to that guy. I looked at his eyes and I said, see, I don't trust you. Your eyes always out your head, dude. Oh, Eric J, that's what they do to me. Because they thought they were going to hurt me. They have to go live over here. They thought they were going to hurt me. They can't hurt me. But his eyes are out of set. Yo, look at this. Look at his eyes, man. Scientifically, I forgot what it's called, but when you can see someone's on their pupil, they're in deep thought sometimes. A lot of the things we see in cartoons, and I need y'all to listen, a lot of things that we see in cartoons for years that is exaggerated, a lot of that comes from real stuff that they exaggerate. When you saw a doofy character in like a Woody Woodpecker or a Bugs Bunny cartoon, and they walk around going, "Day, day, day," you know that comes from some. You know, I went to school with a kid, and I'm not being funny. There was a kid I went to school with, grew up around him. I see him around the neighborhood every now and again. Everyone's grown now, but growing up, he was a little slow. And he used to, before, when the teacher would ask him a question, he would, like, you know how we go, oh yeah, when we do that, well, he used to go, duh, and it was weird to us. But he was a little slow. I mean, he's still slow. He's all right now. You know, he's grown, but you know, he was a little handicapped. He was in the special ed class. So that comes from something. You understand? And then there was a girl I went to school with, and her eyes was always out her head. Like that adult, the Showbiz, the grown adolescent dude. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hold up. What the fuck? Hold on, wait. What the hell's going on here? Let me read this super chat and I'm gonna share something with y'all. I'm gonna tell you how YouTube is on some nonsense. Eric J in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He says, salute Drew. Salute to Drew in the chat, just supporting the grind, man. I appreciate you. Shepherd King is in the chat. And I see Shepherd King on my StreamYard, but do you guys see Shepherd King in the chat? Shepherd King should be right in between, right before Trill Will. Between KBGJ and Trill Will. I see Shepherd King on my goddamn StreamYard, and I don't see Shepherd King on my YouTube. Okay, there you go. What the fudge? Yeah. I'm taking notes. Let me take a picture of that. Let me take a picture of that. But they don't do shit to us, right? Yeah. Let's take a picture of that. Go to StreamYard. Take a picture of that. That's not an accident, bro. That's not an accident. And then it was prohibiting Eric J from sending the super chat. That's not an accident. It's not an accident. On my StreamYard, Shepherd King is right in between KBGJ and Trill Will. On YouTube, he's not there. I see him now, but he's not there. He made a comment. See what I mean? It's not an accident, man. That is not an accident. Well, anyway. This dude was crazy. Edwin Valero was crazy. That chick I went to school with, her eyes was always out of her head. And she was in the special ed class. Now, it is a condition, but family, it's a condition. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. This dude needed medication. This dude needed medication. And although he committed a heinous crime, you know, I did go to certain blogs where people were sympathetic towards him. I know what he did was unimaginable, but pray for him because he had problems. Pray for him? What? What? Pray for him? That's what we doing? Pray for RYAN GARCIA. That's what we doing. All right. We're going to pray for RYAN GARCIA. Pray for what? How many times I told y'all he playing in y'all face? Huh? He playing in your face. He stepped away from the sport for mental issues before. I do think there's something wrong with him. But his fans are enabling him only because of what he did and what they thought he got away with. He thought he got away with that with Devin. He didn't get away with anything. He's caught. And now y'all want to say, oh, well, you know, there's something wrong with him. No. He had help because he didn't do this by himself. This was orchestrated. This was an orchestrated attack against Devin Haney. And the last thing y'all are about to say is what? He's crazy? No. Mental issues. Yeah, he has that. But so did Taylor, Tyson, Charlo, McCall, Briggs, and Broner. And, oh, my God, Frank Bruno was institutionalized. Okay? These athletes are very sensitive. They're human. You enable this kid. I keep bringing up Robin Williams, the actor, seemed like the happiest guy on this earth. Deleted himself. Y'all keep enabling this kid. He left the hotel with a Magneto helmet on and was arrested. Felony vandalism. You keep playing. You keep playing. Any girl that he's with needs to be careful. When he get out of bed and start calling her by a different name. Devin, is that you? Honey, I'm not Devin. Devin, I hear him. He's in the room. He's in the room. And he start throwing that left hook and knock her eye out of her head and kill her. Y'all remember Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one? Where Freddy got Shorty and dragged her all around the room and bled her out? And then he ran and they said, yo, man, he killed this girl. He massacred this girl. No, we, the audience, knew it was Freddy Krueger. But how do you explain that some dude that the block killed came back as a ghost and killed the girl? They're not thinking that. You was in the room with her. She's dead. You did it. It's going to be one of those situations. Y'all keep enabling this kid. Y'all not helping him. Jermaine Taylor got help. Mike Tyson got some kind of help. But while he was trying to continue his boxing career, it was interfering with him getting his head right. Jamal Charlo needs help. I hope he's getting help. Out of McCall, I believe he got help. Shannon Briggs got help. Adrian Broner needs help. Garcia needs help, but y'all enabling him. You pray for him and clown all these other athletes. I even saw y'all pray for this man. Because y'all refuse. You know why? Because you don't care. Your cognitive dissonance prohibits you from seeing what's right in front of you. Y'all want to know what that means? Let's read it as a family. Cognitive dissonance is a theory in social psychology. It refers to the mental conflict that occurs when a person's behaviors and beliefs do not align. It may also happen when a person holds two beliefs that contradict one another. Well, Drew, how does this apply to this right here? Simple. For years, y'all told me Mike Tyson was crazy and he shouldn't have left Costamato, as if Costamato was going to live forever. And mental illness is a real thing. Oliver McCall needed a pill. That was unfortunate what happened with him and Lennox Lewis, but he needed help, and his people around him should have got him help. Those same people that told me that about Mike Tyson and Oliver McCall laughed at Jamal Charlo and say good for him. You laugh at Adrian Broner and say good for him because I don't like how he talks. Adrian Broner, his out of the ring behavior is very eerie similar to RYAN GARCIA. Broner should never fight again. It's good that he got his tooth knocked out. Don't want to see him no more. RYAN GARCIA, let's pray for him. Your core beliefs do not align. They contradict one another. You gotta be kidding me. So in closing, you see a GoFundMe at the top, pinned. That's our brother iRock. He's a strong supporter. Strong supporter, LDBC member, strong supporter. The brother just found out who his biological father is. Turns out his father was right there in front of him the whole time. And by the time he found out who his father was, the man passed. He met him several times, didn't know it was his biological father. You know, that's something he has to, that's something he's dealing with him and his mom, his biological mom. But he has other family, and he's trying to go see them. And that's where we come in as a family. So whatever you can donate to iRock's GoFundMe would be greatly appreciated. You know, this is what we do. We help when we can. Not saying that you have to, but I'm saying it'll be great in good faith. Nobody's rich, but he just needs, airplane, hotel, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you guys can do, that'll be greatly appreciated. So that's my time. I'll be back here tomorrow talking boxing. Just a few more days I'll be here. Yeah, a few more days and I'll be back on my boxing channel. So I think the general should be on. So salute to everybody. Thank you for coming through. Salute to everybody in the demo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. And for those of you that are coming to ATL, for the meetup, the meet and greet, the reunion, look forward to meeting all of y'all there. So, I'll be back here tonight. Some pep talk. We're going to talk about the art of de-escalation as it pertains to a relationship. I think it's important for everyone to know. Tune in, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Pep talk. We'll be right back here. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation. And let's go check the general. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.